Merry Christmas and welcome to 12 days of Christmas cards plus a few more days. I'm not sure how many there are, but there's enough for you to have a lot of fun painting for Christmas. This year I'm going to do some cute little Christmas trees with some old-fashioned retro lights linking them up. And it is going to be gorgeous and easy, and there's going to be a PDF of it for free on my website as always, so you can go ahead and just print it out and splash some colors around if you don't feel like drawing. I've been missing a little bit this year because my husband and I started a fountain pen business, latitudepens.com, and I mix the colors and get to play with the chemistry of it. And my husband makes the pens. So we've been having a lot of fun doing it. This is the sort of thing we do. This one's I picked for Christmas, and it's gold and green. So I'm using Noodler's black ink as usual and Strathmore cards. So it's very easy to do. And if you don't feel like drawing it yourself, remember a fountain pen is not going to be as flexible as a dip pen. If you want the big variation in the strokes, do it yourself. Do a dip pen and ink and it will turn out lovely. If you want a little easier, use a fountain pen. And if you don't want to do it at all, just download the PDF, print it on your card, and you're ready to go. So let's paint. Now I'm just throwing a couple of those old-fashioned retro lights in. I want a little bit more color and excitement going on in there. You could always use some gold splatter or something like I've done in the past. I think I'm going to keep this one pretty tame because I do have the pen and ink, and it's nice if people can use their own colors and pick their choices. I love how they're all different every year, the different ones people do. Please Instagram them to me, JBranch Studio. I really, really love seeing them, and I will repost them. So a fountain pen, you always make sure that you scribble it a little. I'm using Noodler's black ink like I've used in the past because while it's not the most fun ink to write with, it is fabulous for painting over. It will dry and it will stay dry, and that's huge. So here I have a little balsam fir here. And I'm not trying to do them where they're perfect. The pencil drawing underneath is for keeping everything in the correct proportions more than for tracing over. I'm not trying to do too many darks down in here. Now for me, the hardest part is the lettering. I love pen and ink, I love painting, but handwriting, I think that class I nearly failed. Now I'm going to let this dry for about 20 minutes just to make sure that it has plenty of time to dry and it's not going to smear everywhere. So see you back in a couple months. So it's dried and I've erased my little pencil lines, and now I'm going to paint. Remember, you can use any colors that you want and just have fun with it. It's just a lighthearted little thing. I'm going to paint the greens of the trees, and the blue spruce is a little bluer and everything like that, and then the bright colors right after that because I can just dab on even the yellows. I can do a cad yellow, very, very heavy. So let's paint. The balsam fir is, of course, the yellowest of the mix. And if I've done a definite little balls right there, I'm not painting over that, but if I do, it's not a big deal. Right, fir. Now I'm going to add a tiny bit green to parts of this. I think a tiny bit of a shadow, don't you? Just suggesting it. Now it's time for some colors. I'm going to start with Pyrrole Red. Now, you have a choice here. You can wait on the colors for a couple minutes until it's dried, and that would be great. You're not going to have any bleeding or blurring that way. Or you can go ahead and just paint the colors and expect them to bleed and blur. Or you can just splatter paint the heck out of it. So it's up to you. Okay, for this you need to use cadmium yellow or a very heavy opaque yellow. Azo yellow is not really going to do what you want unless maybe if you mixed it with white gouache. I hope this video inspired you to go paint some beautiful Christmas cards for your friends and family. Don't forget that I have a lot more than 12 Christmas cards on my website, paintingwatercolor.com. Just go to that, and all of the later pen and ink ones will have free PDFs, so you don't have to draw, you can just play with paint for Christmas, because who doesn't like playing with paint, right? That's why we're here. I hope that you have a very happy holiday and a Merry Christmas. Happy painting, and see you next year.